I'm going to shoot a little video here on the Promaster 50 mower deck and pick up where we left off last time. In the last video, we were cutting all the rusty bolts off the spindles and painting it. Now we got to, put it back together. So, hope you like. Okay, we're back to the deck here. It's the next weekend. It's been raining like crazy, so I haven't had time to work on it, but we're going to mount these suckers on here first. Got some nice new 1-inch long carriage bolts here to mount them with. So let's get to it. Turn it on its side. There we go. Makes it a lot easier having the back of the deck tipped up here so you can actually hold the bottom of the carriage bolt while you're trying to put it in. As it fell right on my hand. That was cool. Now, we got those stupid safety blocks to put on next. Alright, here's one. Number two. Oh, this is the one that sucks. It's right against the stupid baffle inside the deck. Thank God for impact wrenches, I'll tell you that much. It would suck to do this all by hand. There you go. Now the other one just uses a regular bolt, not an impact, or not a carriage. They just have round holes in the deck for the last one. So, let me see. Figure out where I put that last bolt. One last bolt here. 2 3/8-inch bolts, regular bolts. Let's see. Lock washer. Lock nut. Okay, lock nut. Lock washer. Get a wrench on the back here. Impact on the front. There's one. Two. Alright. Back of the deck's done. Now, the next thing we're going to do is sharpen the blades. That's the next thing. Put the blades on. Now, this is funny. This used up junk Harbor Freight grinding wheel is what was left in my grinder. This is a nice new DeWalt one. Let's compare them. All right, here's the DeWalt one. And here's what was left of the horrible freight one, Pittsburgh style junk. Anyways, that sucker was gone. So let me get this thing in there and see if we can sharpen up the blades. Right, here's the blades that came out of it. They have a little surface rust. I don't think these have ever been sharpened before, but they don't have any nicks or anything. They just need a quick little touch up and give them a little shine and fresh edge. So maybe I'll just hit each one maybe like 3 or 4 times with the grinder and just freshen it up a hair. Cool. All right, put my safety glasses on. Fire this thing up. All right, 5 more sides to go. See, we got some balance here on this little jobber. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, we got 2 more blades to go. I won't bore you with filming it, but that's it. Right, the next step here is to put these pulleys on all the spindles. So that will be where we're at next here. And then we got to put the blades on. So hopefully I can find all the right nuts here in this pile of junk. Let's see. There's definitely these big ones that take a 15/16. If I was smart, I would have threaded them on top of the things. Oh, there's a whole bunch over there. Okay. It's been sitting out here for 2 weeks in the rain. So we'll figure it out. You start doing these projects and you think it's going to take an hour, so you don't really organize things or label it, and then all of a sudden it's 2 or 3 weeks later and you're like, oh, where does that stuff go? So I should just know by now that everything takes longer than it should, and you know, that's the way it is. When I was working on taking the blades off, I was over here. That's a 1/2 inch. These big ones are like 7/8 or something. Let me look over here. I should have threaded them onto the spindles is what I should have done. Right? Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Maybe it's under the carrier. No, nothing over here. These are the parts for the spring on the tensioner. Don't let me lose those. Let me grab those for next. These look like 1/2 inch nuts still. Let me see if it's under this pile of rust over here. Let me just put these over here with the good stuff. Let's see. I don't see any stuff down here. I don't think. Here's a nut, but it's just a 1/2 inch again. Throw that over there in that pile. And this rust is horrible. Let's see. Anything over here? Nope, I don't see it. It could have been anywhere. It could be under those bushes. It could be rolled down the driveway into the grass. Could be anywhere. Look up here. No. Look up here on the seat. An old bolt. Well, I might have one in the garage somewhere. some new ones. Let me just go take a peek. I used to have a pack from Fastenal. Now, I just noticed this the other day. I got some nuts here. What are these? These are too big, 7/8, 9. So maybe they're 5/8. But I had a whole bunch of Fastenal bags somewhere. Maybe they were in here. What's this one? This is 5/8, 18. These I think are too fine of a thread. What's this one? Oh, that was empty. But that was 5/16. Ooh, cork gaskets. Don't lose those. That's bearings. Small scrap. Scrap metal, I take it. Nope, that's not scrap metal. That's good stuff. Well, it's not in there. Some bolts, but what is this here? This is 3/4 10. No, is that it? No, those are too big. I don't know. Why do I lose stuff like this? How stupid of me, huh? Well, I think I got a spindle, some spare spindles. Let me just rob one off of one. Here's the parts diagram. I'm looking up the size nut that it needs, and we'll see, what it is. All right, it's 5/8, 11. All right, so 5/8, 11 is what I need. And again, I don't think I have, these are 7/8. I'm going through the box here. Let's see. I got 5/8, 18, but not 5/8, 11. So, oh well. Maybe I'll have to go to the auto parts store tomorrow. They got a good assortment of big nuts in the local place. I don't think Tractor Supply has anything that's 5/8. I think they end at 1/2 inch, but I can check. All right, I got another spare spindle down here, I think. Let's see. It's got a nut, but it's the wrong type. So that ain't work. That's an old style spindle. I got a little green thing over here that's full of parts from a different mower deck that I had dissected one day. Let's see what's in here. Yeah, it's got the 5/8, 18s, which are the old styles. Yep, 5/8, 18. Small jobber. Oh well. Guess I can't finish this project tonight now, can I? What's in this bag? These are all just 1/2 inch. It's like, I can't see through there. There's so much rust in the bag. Anyways, I like to save the fasteners like this. I mean, even if you're not going to use these, it gives you the template of what you need. Here's another new style spindle over here out of a 60-inch deck. Also missing the nut. I noticed a theme here with the nuts. Oh my God, I was just walking through the garage. I was going to go inside and hang it up. About to take my shoes off, and I saw a shiny nut on the floor. That looks like it's just what we need. So let's see if it fits. Let's see, is it 5/8, 11? It sure is. Score. All right, we can finish it up here. What good news. Got lucky. Don't want to go total balls tight with these things. This one is dry over here. It needs a little, we gotta grease these suckers. Haven't been greased for a couple of years, so I'll grease them up. All right, move the deck back in front of the machine. That thing is a lot heavier now with the spindles and blades on. The next thing we gotta do is take off these 2 bolts here. And we got to get that carrier on top of it. get that thing going. So that's step next. I'm gonna spray some primer over that bare metal spot there too before we're done tonight. Well, it's getting too dark to finish this up tonight. I'll show you where we're at. I got the belt just loosely sitting in there. Now this gearbox has a problem. There's a bolt down here that's snapped off or fell out or something. So we're gonna have to address that before we put this all back together and pack some new grease in there, obviously. And then the front of the deck here was bent, and I had tried to bang it out this way before I put all this contraption on. And the bottom of this thing is, like this front of this is hitting the deck. So I'm gonna have to hammer the deck in a hair. I'm very close to having these bolt holes lined up on the side here, but I'm off like a ½ inch or so. So I just have to give that deck a little love tap back, and then I should be able to get that bolt in. Then after that, it's just a matter of getting our 4 carrier bolts on here and our idler pulley as well. And we should be in pretty good shape, but we're close. So stay tuned.